What is up, everybody? Okay, so they buffed Quetz, which I didn't see a lot of people calling that one, but her charisma is now, it's called like something of the sun. I can't remember what it's called. Let me look. It's, what is it? She went from having charisma A+ to charisma of the sun EX, and now she makes 25 stars on a 5-turn cooldown, which is pretty good. So in team play, that's huge because it lets her set up herself or somebody else. I love big star bomb skills because everyone always thinks, oh, I can make myself crit. You can make somebody else crit, and the options there are great. In solo, it doesn't actually change her value too much. It basically just makes her way more consistent. Where like, so now she'll crit on like the turns you want reliably, where before you could, but it'd be only like 1 in 5 runs, right? So now in solo, she's way more consistent. And in team play, I think she's way stronger. So yeah, it's pretty nice, especially because it's such a short cooldown. I mean, people are saying something about the volume, but it sounds completely normal to me. I wonder if like the settings on my OBS are off, because sometimes like what I'm hearing is not what you all are hearing. I think it's because, yeah, it looks like my desktop audio is set to get higher than it actually is. Let's see if this helps any. I've noticed anytime you update OBS for any reason, your audio settings completely go back to default for some reason. Yeah, because for me, the music's not even remotely loud. Hey, Say, thank you for the sub, dude. I appreciate it. Alright, well, we'll fight the dragon first, because why not? And then we'll probably fight Lobo, because I think Lobo in a team... I mean, hell, actually, we should probably fight Lobo solo as well, because she might be able to solo that now, because she's already a good solo unit, and now she's going to be a little bit, you know... She'll more consistently get her best run. So, yeah, she might be able to just solo Lobo, but we'll still use her in a team just to kind of see the kind of things you could pull off on a regular, you know, budget setup, and see how she does. I'm kind of looking forward to that because Hans has a crit buff and all that stuff anyway. Alright, well, dragon first. Might fight a few other bosses too. Because she should be so good that I think Lobo isn't going to be a hard enough challenge. And hell, if you mess up your taunt walls and she gets NP, she has guts in case insta-death goes off, so pretty safe there. Rex, just to show off, do you want to switch maybe the anti-servant one for like an anti-dragon one? Just because we, you know, the dragon's not a servant, so I figure just real quick, switched it out. And... Humanity restored, we Dark Souls now? Fine, I guess, yeah. Gotta show off those big buster crits, you know. Yeah, the dragon can be a bully sometimes. So, I want to say before, Quetz didn't quite solo the dragon, but she got really close, and we figured if we had gotten really lucky, she probably could do it. And so now, we're more consistent in getting that luck. So, and we're 1 higher in P rank, so I bet you it's possible for her to do it. Normally, I'm gonna have faith here. Normally, you don't have to refresh, and I'm gonna have faith to show that off. That, like, command codes update on their own. For some reason, I don't know why. Watch this be the one time that it doesn't update, but it normally does, so let's see if it happens. This is where Rex was lying and he didn't actually switch them, and this is just... He's just trying to shake my faith in how this system works. It was like fucking Airy and TF did that like whack prank where they set it up. I think it was, they set it up so like TF made his account look like it was Aries. That was such a mess. Alright, we got the anti-dragon one. Although that, Rex, what we should do is the other anti-dragon one that just does bonus to dragons if you crit or not. However, this will be really funny because when that does crit, that's like going to be peak damage. That's like bigger numbers, which is probably what you want, so... Guess I just grab all the NP gain here. Oh my god, Rex has even given her all these faux paws. We're about to do some damage. Good thing we got all that NP gain because we didn't really get any this turn. I taunt? Yeah, I taunted. Okay. This is still going to be tough for her because having good damage or not, which I mean she has very good damage, the dragon has so much health, especially at class neutral, that it really doesn't matter how good of a damage dealer you are. You know, it's going to take a minute to get through it, unless you're an archer. Then it doesn't take very long. But yeah, for neutral, it's going to take a minute. And so the dragon gets a lot of opportunities to hit you in the face. And although he is an AoE unit, so he doesn't do as much damage. We're still at neutral, and Quetz doesn't have much survivability. That's like the one issue she has, is she doesn't have much survivability. Now, in a burst stage, Guts is really all you need, because in a burst stage, you know, 1 or 2 turns makes a huge difference, and Guts will buy you 1 turn at the end, and a lot of times that's all you need. Where in a fight like this, if you have things like heals and defense ups and all that can really add up and buy you multiple turns. Where in a bursty stage, if the boss hits crazy hard, there's really no difference between evade, guts, and invulnerability. They're all kind of the same. But in a fight like this, they're really not. So, not the best stage for her, but I think she's still going to do well. You know, I'm too scared to do the Quetz quick card, because I'm scared she's going to kill it if she crits. But you know what? We'll go for it here. Oh yeah, she would have killed that if she crit, and then some. Yeah, this fight does kind of favor Ozzy more just because he does have so much survivability for normal card, anti-normal card damage. He doesn't have a lot of survivability for, you know, anti-NP, but normal card damage is the main threat here. And Ozzy is just really, really good, but so is Quetz. Alright, I think we just... Okay, we definitely do this. Let me think. I think we do... If I... Okay, hold on. If I do her second skill... I think it'll come back by the time I need it, so I think it's okay. Her third skill, though, I don't think it's worth wasting the battery just for the crit up. I mean, the crit up is nice when you've got all these stars, but I think I'll wait. I feel like 30% NP charge is enough that I should save it. Especially because the dragon has such a bad hit count, we're not going to get a lot of NP from him. Imagine just casually picking up a dragon. 100k at neutral, by the way. And that is with no... Damn, it didn't crit with the other one, but that's with no Mystic Code damage up. Pretty good. Alright, good start. I wonder if there's a world where I should not have casted my first skill. Because I am kind of wasting my crit buff here just for the battery. Like, what's more... I do wonder, what's more valuable, the battery or the crit buff? I mean, we could crit here, 40%. Do we do art, though? I want to say yes. It's not bad to reapply burn, and I want to get my NP quick here. Damn, it didn't crit. No fun allowed. 4-star assassins next? Oh boy. Please be Yan. We need it the most. And before it's Carmella, though. We have another 40%. Work with me, game. Give me one crit here. That'd have been so much better last turn, though, because we had our crit buff. Okay, well, there's the bad luck. At least he's buffed. Okay, game. It's just not even fair. She needs to live one more turn, then I can invade, then guts. Really bad luck here. I don't think they'll buff Shiki. After her previous buff, I don't think anyone would even remotely think she needs another one. Look at this damage though, that's without the buster and crit up. 666. Okay, good thing we didn't die there. We want our next NP to be like the big one. I think I need to make as much NP as possible then. I'd love an art crit here. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Shame I didn't make more stars though. I kind of feel like I think it might be worth it to not use the first skill just willy-nilly. Like try to sync it up with the crit up. I think that might be worth it. She might be one of those units that needs to use healing man codes and stuff just so she can live a bit longer, because she's got the damage. This is still really good though. I mean, most units don't beat this at neutral if they're DPS. It's pretty rare that they accomplish that. She did not get good luck. Yeah, you can see, you know, pretty limited on the survivability. I wonder if there's any world if I use that heal that I live. I don't think so. I think I use it anyway though, just for the crit chance. Very solid performance though, this is totally fine. Again, that was not particularly good luck when we made it this far. I kind of want to give her another try or two because I do think we can do better than that. But let's do Lobo real quick because that's a pretty legit test, which I'm sure she's going to do very well on. But give me 1 second here. We gotta whip out Samsung Flow. I forgot to set up that thing. Beastly sent me away where I'm pretty sure I can use Samsung Dex for my ult account, but I forgot to set it up. So yeah, still using Flow. Yeah, it's good that they gave her a banner because the only banners she's had recently were double rate ups, you know, split banners, which fucking suck. I wish Tesla could get a actual banner. People keep like, oh, he just had one, but he never just had one. He always has split ones. If only we could have picked him in our free 5-star. Like for the ticket. Alright, Rex, if you're there, can you, I guess on one of the Buster cards, put, instead of anti-dragon, do the, like, defense removal one. That's a pretty, we've been using that for most of the units that have done this, so it just makes it fair. And it is good in this fight, so. Like the A1. Although I guess the, one that moves attack up and defensive is fine too, because Lobo does have attack up. There we go. Took me quite a while to get that set up properly. Man, Flow is just so hard to work with these days. It used to be easy, but then they introduced their wonderful widescreen update, and now it's a pain in the butt. Why am I in the middle of a stage? Was that just a testing stage we did yesterday? I feel like it is. Probably that Kojiro one we did. No, that was the main. It has been done, okay. Oh, I gotta flip my phone. Damn it. It's all messed up now. Like that. There we go. That's better. Well, it would be interesting if they buffed Carmella tomorrow and then they buffed extra Vlad. Do like a whole vampire thing. Let's see. 1.5. First one. And here we are at Lobo. Alright. Okay, that was an art setup. We do not want that. I wonder if we just move Qingong here. That's not bad. Shakespeare's not bad either. Doing budget stuff. A lot better if he had Poster Girl, though. If we had Poster... I mean, actually, we do have Poster Girl, but we're not going to use it. But, Poster Girl on Shakespeare here would be incredible, because you'll block the NP, and then get Battery to Quetz, and have a Buster up there. Could do Leonidas, because Quetz will actually benefit from his Buster up. I bet you this account, though, does not have Leonidas leveled much. 10-1-5. It's kind of okay. We'll do Shakespeare, though. Should be okay. Now, Anniversary Blonde would be the fancy thing to do. I feel like that's unnecessary. Now, I'll say her buff, man, her buff really is nice in team play, because if you want to feed someone else crits, you just don't use her third skill. No problem, right? And then if you want her to crit, you do use her third skill, and because there'll be other teammates, it'll funnel the stars, and she won't need Sergeant from some other source to crit. That's really nice. It's always nice when the Star Bomb's not on the Star Absorb skill, so they have the option to crit themselves like normal, or to spread it out and give it to somebody else if need be. Very useful. Yeah, in a solo, the 25 stars, you know, is not a guaranteed crit because you have all 5 cards, and Star Absorb just doesn't really work that way, but in a team setting it will. Now, we could actually just crit right now if we wanted to, but we don't have any sure hit or anything like that, so probably not worth it. That's kind of a shame, though, because that's my 2 Buster cards. That means I won't have them in a minute. Let me think. That's true, you could use Anniversary Blonde. And in a burst setting, I'm quite sure that is definitely the Mystica to give her. I don't think it would be the best for the dragon, just because that's such an unburst scenario, but I might try just to see what happens. I really wish my Buster cards were not on hand 1. It just kind of means we're not going to have an awesome turn later. I could give Hans a skill to himself and then use a second skill later, but I don't think we're going to do that. I am tempted to just... I could NP right now, actually, if I wanted to. You know what? Fuck it, we're doing it. How awesome is that, though, that she has the option to do that? It's good for farming. Can we do this? The only issue is she kind of has too many cards in the deck, so, you know, she couldn't really get them all at once. That's pretty cool, being able to do that. Just on turn. You can do that with Shakespeare, too. You don't need K-Scope or anything. Alright, and we're gonna slow down his ability to NP. Wow. Yeah, it's pretty good. If we had sure hit on that first Buster and it had happened to crit. Lobo. So, Lobo really couldn't have done any damage to us that turn because we had the damage cut, defense up, invulnerability, guts, right? So, he opted to put the shields up. Guess we do that. Be nice if we can get mashes into. I'm scared about that double crit buff. Yeah, there that is. Kind of figured. We got Hans though. Hey, boy. Arc Knight CN released a new caster with Merlin's VA. Oh boy. His terrible stats and skills. They don't ever buff anything in Arc Knights either, do they? Like, if somebody's bad, they just leave it that way. That's definitely somewhere I guess FGO's better. Now, I can NP and just finish this health bar off. I could go for crits and potentially do it that way. That's probably better. I mean, the crits are there to be used. Do I need the first skill? I mean, it makes it a lot more reliable. Good art chain. Will she break in an art chain? Let's not be that risky. She's doing quite well, I would say. Hans isn't. Fuck. Use the star absorb, but we only have 4 stars, so doesn't seem worth. Do I give Hans invulnerability? I'm gonna do it. His skills are about to come back, so him dying here would be really annoying. Rex, any chance you remember what unit you used when you did this boss way back in the day? You've only got the one account. Rex doesn't do all that old account nonsense. Rex has only beat this boss, I guess, once ever, and that's it. So I wonder if he remembers what he used. Also, that chainsaw sound effect. Carmilla, that would make a degree of sense. It was a long time ago, and she certainly does good damage, so... Yeah, this is the Avenger one. So you can make Carmilla work here, even though it's not female, like, she still does plenty of damage. But I guess you would have had Quetz by then, too, I think. So one wonky thing here is because Quetz slows down the boss in P so much, like normally we've cycled Mash by now, but we haven't done that. Also Lobo keeps double defense buffing, so we kind of just pass the turn. Thankfully we had cards that didn't really matter, so if it's gonna pass a turn, that was a good turn to pass. Ouch. I want to use our third skill for the battery. Oh, here we go. Normally we never get to use Mash's second skill again if we use it like we did, but because we're stalling with the NP so much with the NP seal where it's going to come back. I don't think I need to cast Guts, because Hans can heal if we want here. Good Brave Chain, though. There's a lot of things I want to use on this turn. I would like to crit at least once, so I use the battery skill. We don't really need it, though. This is kind of a killjoy, but I do want Hans' NP up. Make sure nobody dies this turn. Yeah, an NP buff would be nice for her. I don't think any rider is in like such dire need of a buff, or any 5-star rider. I don't think any 5-star rider is in dire need of a buff like Rama, or Moriarty or you know, Jekyll and Hyde. There is no 5-star rider in that kind of scenario. But Europa would be nice. Mid Alter could probably use a little bit of a boost. But nothing super stands out to me. We can NP right now. I could save Mash, but then she could just be insta-killed anyway, and I'd waste the invulnerability, so I think we give it to Quetz. Just go Burr here. And I get ready to cancel the app, and we're about done already, so... Evan's in absolutely no need of a buff, not even the slightest. She's one of the better riders in the game, to be honest. For single target stuff, anyway. We have quite a bit of burn up time here. Oh, right! We NP sealed again. I am really glad Quetz has guts, so if she gets NP'd, we're not... That was a slight... I was even talking about the NP seal that whole time, and I just kind of forgot about it. But yeah, thankfully we have guts, so it's not too bad. Tiny fuck up there, though. Because I would have actually liked our back row, right? You know, get Shin Gong's Buster up and all that. That would have been swell. Look, we just had double taunt. It's fine. Although I guess the one bad thing is, if we actually had taunt, his turn would have ended there. Where now he get... Okay, game. Look at that. Hans with damage cut and double defense up, and he gets double crit. He just wanted to cycle our supports, right? So I think his skills were about to come back. Wow, that's a good turn. Thanks, game. Oh man, well, look at all this Quetz damage. We got that Star Bomb from George. And now we can, you know, do all this damage. Wonderful. Great deck shuffle. Really helping me out here. We probably win next turn though. Depends on Chris, I guess. We've won though. I mean, it doesn't matter what happens. We've won. It's gonna be forever before he can NP again. We got Shin Gong's taunt. We got George's taunt. Yeah, I think he's dead right here. I'm not even gonna take the turn because see, we get the Buster up. I don't want to. We can remove his defense buff. Yeah, I don't want to risk losing like the stage forever by accidentally letting it complete. Even if she barely didn't win this turn, it would not matter. She did all these taunts and defense up, and I'm pretty sure she would kill this turn. All right, she did really well there. I mean, that was super smooth. Now, I think that's actually the best any unit's done that we've tested. Now, granted, she's the first one that's been like, you know, a 5-star and all that. I guess Vlad was, but Vlad's also a Berserker, so that's not, you know, it's totally different because he's actually getting counterclass damage. Or almost counterclass damage. Alright, where else can we test her real quick? I want to test her at something more bursty. Oh, I got it. We'll do Lantoria from the Mordred interlude, because that'll be class neutral, so she's not, like, god tier for it, but it's a way more bursty fight, and then Guts does well there, where Guts didn't do well against the dragon, right? So this will be a better way to kind of show her off. But we'll do Anniversary Blonde as well. That's just going to be funny. Oh my god, I have to switch back to Samsung decks. I need to set up that thing Beastly sent me so we don't have to go back and forth like this all the time. I obviously do not have the million HP dragon on this account either, because this account actually cares about Gilgamesh, so I completed it. I could technically use Samsung Flow for my main account though, like it still works. It's just, you know, all the widescreen nonsense. I figure if I'm going to play the main, have it look better. Hold on a second. I have my space heater on, and I have no idea why, because it is not cold today. So let me just nuke that before I die of heat. Well, yeah, I don't know what else to say. Quetz is really good. Is anyone surprised? She was really good before. She's better now, and she's got better support and makes herself more consistent, so... Pretty strong. Who knew? 4-star assassin is next. So, hopefully Yan, but who knows? I mean, they buffed Kojiro for crying out loud. Turn that down. Alright, hopefully we don't need to jump off the main anytime soon. I could see them buffing Carmella though, even though she's great and all, I just don't think people think much of her these days. So it wouldn't shock me if she got buffed. Okay, Mordred interlude. If we wanted to test how she does against Aussie though, because Aussie's always been her competition, I guess you could use Aussie for the Lobo fight and see how he does. I think they both do quite well there. One nice boon about Aussie there, I suppose, is just the fact that he'd make Hans land his buffs more consistently, so that would be nice. I mean, she doesn't really need an NP buff because she's doing really good damage anyway, but maybe if they buff her again, they'll give her that. The stars are nice though, just because she does have crit skills and that kind of thing, and again, she can make someone else crit, but either way, it would have been nice. Wouldn't have complained about an NP buff. I guess you could have done an NP buff with Star Bomb, but that's probably too good. Well, not the best opening hand, but at least we'll get our NP gain done and out of the way. I don't see how anyone could even consider Mev as the worst rider. That's dumb. That's like objectively wrong. Like laughs and 3 turning challenge quests. Look how bad this is. You don't even care about Galatia's deck because it's all about just the NP spam and you get your charge from the NP itself. So if anything, you like the deck because if you need to do bruiser stuff, you can do it. There's no need for her to have an art deck. People just like use that as like some bullshit like reason that doesn't actually mean anything. It's like in the right scenario, a mismatch deck might end up being a con. But you have to think about the actual applicable circumstances and what the unit actually does. Like, that's what matters. Okay, there really is a part of me that wants to use our 3rd skill. Like, I want to see when everything lines up. Now, we don't... The thing is, I shouldn't use this Buster Up. This is only 188k. I should save that stuff for the next health bar. I can use the Star Bomb here though and guarantee crits, and then we will break this turn. If I don't use the Star Bomb, we're not guaranteed to break. 60-60 though. Theoretically, we're favored here. I don't think people overvalue BBB because there are situations where BBB is just hilariously good because it allows you to just like put a damage output on a turn-to-turn basis that you're just not supposed to be able to do. There's been several fights you can really trivialize because of BBB decks, but they're not right for every job, of course not. But, I mean, we've seen that plenty of times. Okay. Didn't quite break, but it's not that big of a deal. We can just focus on NP gain then. You know, all things are circumstance-based, you know? It's like, and how often can you get in your best circumstance? Max HP isn't always good because sometimes you use it and that unit takes no damage and then it just disappears and you didn't actually get a heal out of it. That's not common, but it can happen. Okay, we need some big damage here. So let's not fail the crit. We would have helped if we could have broken that health bar instead of leaving it though, just because we could have done a little chunk of extra damage here, but probably not going to make or break it. Wow! What the fuck? Okay, well, I think we win. We have to do 39k at neutral here, and all of our buffs are gone, so it was totally vanilla. We'll put it in slow-mo so I have more time to cancel the app. But I think we can't just assume we win here. We need to actually do it. Which should be the best combo I got here. Might be a little close. Oh, never mind. We got the crit. I think we would have won even without that crit because we had already killed, and the extra attack generally does the damage of the bonus critical damage. Even on a Buster card, and that was an art card, so she would have won even without that crit. It would have been close, but she would have won. Woo! That was impressive. I wasn't sure she was going to win there, but my god, she just did so much damage on that, that NP turn where everything lined up. The thing is, heal, you just wait until you know when to use it, right? Like both, there's almost no difference between heal and maximum HP up. There's almost no difference. It's just there are times that you can whiff value on either one of them, really. But I've seen max HP whiff a lot more than I've seen someone fuck up a regular heal. But there's almost no difference. It's not really an applicable. Like, wow, this unit's better than that unit because this unit has max HP up and they only have heal. Like that means nothing. Like that's total garbage. Like literally anything else is more substantial than that. Okay, I guess we could do a like I don't know. Soloing that was about as that's pretty good at neutral. So I don't think like what else would we even look at, right? Maybe other than doing a more bustery burst team setup. We could buff stack her. We could fight Vlad like we did yesterday and just buff stack just for the lulz. Let's do that. We'll do that real quick. We can kind of throw that in our arsenal of things to test. No, max HP does not work with heal boost. Also, I want to say it gets, I can't remember, I think it does. I think it gets stopped by buff block as well, so that's another, those two things are a minor boost in heal's favor. That's what I'm saying, they're apples and oranges, but I don't really think there's that much of a difference between them. If there is a difference between them, it normally comes down to a very specific fight, right? Like, because, there are bosses occasionally that have like a heal down gimmick. That's definitely a thing, and there's been bosses with buff block and things like that. So either one of them can get cock blocked by gimmicks, and then one is better than the other. I think Vlad is here. Not that one. I think he's in this side though. Jekyll and Hyde. Yeah, that's the one. I guess we could use a caster too. It's just we want Vlad's nice because he can kill people. Kind of quick. He just only has 2 actions per turn though. Well, who is going to be the buffer? If I had an assassin buffer, Gil would be great. Although Gil only has 2 actions per turn as well. Really no love for riders here and getting a taunt killed. Where the crap is Lad, man? Maybe he's not on the front side? It'd be nice if they put the class icon on the map picture. That would make this so much easier. Oh, there's MHXA. That's another Berserker. I'm trying to think if there's any reason that would be any better or worse. I guess we'll just go with that. I don't think it matters. I guess alignment and attribute might be different, and that can. Okay, you know what? Let's look. Let's get hardcore here. So Quetz's Sky. MHXA is what? Star. I do not remember how Star and Sky line up. They are neutral. That's probably good enough. Vlad is probably Earth, which actually she'll do more damage to Vlad if he is Earth. He is Earth. Okay, we'll find Vlad. It's a minor difference. It actually can be a big difference though if you're looking at if the difference is someone whose attribute counters you versus one that you counter, right? If it's like neutral versus counter or neutral versus being countered, that's not that big. But if you go from the counter to countering, that's a decent amount of difference. Why can I just not remember where Vlad is? We didn't beat it on accident yesterday, did we? I thought he was on the front side, but I swear I clicked every single one of them and I did not see it. Oh, hey, Zaw, that's nice. Always good to get a 5-star with tickets. There he is. Damn, how did I not click that one? Okay. So we can't do like the most meta setup ever because we have to summon Quetz, right? This is universal. This is not unit specific. This is not support specific. This is unquestionably universal. Budget, non-budget, no matter what. If you are trying to buff stack and make a single unit do an insane amount of damage, it is always better for you to have the DPS unit, no matter what, because being able to summon 2 supports, whatever the best support for that card type is, having 2 of it is always better, always, right? Because you can have 2 Merlins, 2 Scatties, 2 Castorias, 2 Tams, whatever you're doing, you know, 2 Hanses, 2 Chingongs. It literally doesn't matter, you know, budget, non-budget, does not matter what you're doing. Universally, you will do significantly more damage if you have the DPS and you can use the support for a support. A support's for support. Who knew? Let's see here. So I have Esports Merlin. So although his second skill is rank 1 and his stats are really low, and but he's got 10/10 for his damage skills, exactly for these kind of circumstances. Okay, so Rex, do you have Black Grail? Because I figure we might as well, because she has a 30% battery. Merlin has a 20% battery. We'll probably work in at least one other battery, so it should be fine. And we have Qingong as well. I feel like Qingong's gonna make the cut. We've got Nightingale. Oh, we have Ox King now too. That's nice. Let me look at my options here. Let me just like kind of slap the buffers I'm thinking of. Sometimes Nightingale though really does not make the cut because things like Asterios with a K-scope will actually add more damage than she will. Same for Matahari. I always forget which one is better, Matahari or Asterios when you use K-scope. Let me look. They might even be the same. I guess Matahari though has more debuffs to apply, so a higher chance of things like magic resist and that kind of thing blocking you. Whereas Asterios only has the 1 defense down you care about. Although if that's the one that gets blocked, then you're going to be really pissed. Okay, Matahari is 40% from skills, 20% from NP if there's no overcharge, so use 60%, which I knew that. I just don't remember what Asterios is. Asterios with no overcharge is 50%. So she, unless I'm forgetting something here, she is better. Because yeah, he applies 40% and then the overcharge is an extra 10%. So she's a little bit ahead there. Okay, so Matahari is an option. Let me check if MHXA has magic resist. She does not, but she has a different passive that gives her magic, she's basically got magic resist A. It's exactly the same. So, defense down would not be our favorite. Unless we could do your buff success chance up. The funny thing is Buster can loop. Okay. That makes me a little bit more willing to use, what's her name? Nightingale, just because I don't want to deal with magic resist. Okay, so Ox King is a thing. Who is our 3-turn buffer that we want to die? Now, you can use Nightingale, but that really only works if you're fighting a big, nasty boss that actually, like, matters. Because, Nightingale has a lot of health. I kind of wish I had an esports Nightingale, because, Nightingale could definitely live here. In 3 turns, she might not actually die. Whoever it is, though, it needs to be a 3-turn buffer. And it needs to be our best one, pretty much. There's a few there's Pinth. She has way less health, but not as good as buffs. It's close. Let's see what the health difference is. Quite significant. That's a pretty big difference. You think I have a 10-10-10, Paul? That's cute. Let's see. Chiron, but he's not nearly as much damage up. There's not a lot of 3-turn buster or attack ups that are on par. I mean, Nightingale is probably the best 3-turn buster up I'm going to get. It's just that's so much health, and she gets even more health from the CE. So I'm kind of leaning towards Penth just for consistency's sake, so I don't like lose my mind. Caesar doesn't add as much, not even close. Also, he's not 10-10-10 either, because he takes hero proofs. Actually, he is 10-10-10 on my NA account, funnily enough. I don't even remember what he is on this account. I want to say he's like 666 or something, 676, pretty close. But yeah, that's not even close to Nightingale. Well, someone's getting Ox King, that's like for sure. And I do think Chen Gong is going to be on the team here. I don't see why he wouldn't. I might try Nightingale, and I guess we could just reset until it works. It's only costs 5 AP, and I'd like to see the damage at its best. It's just, she has so much health, like, god damn it. You look at this nonsense. If I give her Poster Girl, she has 17,000 health. 17, like, MHX only attacks twice per turn, and she can cast a buff. Yeah, I'll refresh Rex. I want to figure the team out. Like, that is just nonsense. Right? Like, how is that gonna... If the boss attacks 3 times, I'd be like, yeah, you could probably get her killed in time. Like, here's what we'll do. If it looks like she's not gonna die on the 3rd turn, we'll just wait to cast her Buster up and see if she dies naturally after the taunt is gone. Because surely she'll be the lowest on health at that point. So I guess we'll just go with Nightingale then. It's good enough. Okay, that means, so Nightingale will die, Chen Gong will come in or some other buffer, and then we can use Switch Mystic Code and bring in 1 more. So if we want to do Asterios, we can. He is, or Matahari. Matahari, though, scares me just because that you need to apply 3 defense downs in order for her to actually hit the 60%. If we wanted to be really cheesy, what we could do is we use Matahari, and we give her a buff success chance CE. That way, it'll cancel out the magic resist, and she will not be able to fail the debuffs. But I'd have to use a command spell to have her NP. Which normally I wouldn't do that. I don't do like buff stacking that requires a command spell, but it's more of I could just bring K-Scope and reset until it happens to work and the magic resist doesn't kick in, and the command spell is just to save you time and AP. What are our other options? So 60% is what we got here. Can anyone else match 60% and not do it through debuffs? I don't think so. This is where double Merlin would be fine, but you know, we're using our support for the unit, so. The other option is Asterios because he's 50%, which is close, and it's only one debuff. Imagine if Mato Hari had literally any passives. Like, wouldn't that be great? She's the only character in the game that has 0 passives. But yeah, if she had like a passive for debuff success chance, you know, that might make her charm too good, but it'd be really nice for the defense down stuff. That's what Ari was talking about yesterday, by the way. Okay, we're just gonna cheat a little bit. And we're just gonna use the command spell. It could theoretically work without it, but I don't want to roll 80% 3 times. You're basically resetting until Hans lands with all 3 of the buffs on one unit. Where is I need the Shinji one, that's what I need. Which I always forget what level I have it at. I have 2 of it limit broken, I think. Okay, 13. There we go, that just removes so much bullshit RNG there. Okay, Ox King, I guess, on Qin Gong. Should be like level 15-ish. It's next to my On Death CE. Game, please. There we go. Oh, it's way higher level than I was thinking. Okay, this looks pretty good. There's one other thing you can technically do to get more damage here. It's so obnoxious to do, though. Although Qin Gong makes it easier to do. You basically kill someone twice in a row. And because the buffs last 3 turns, you can get 1 more buffer in. And Qin Gong does make that easier. Do we do that? Let's see. What you have to do is whatever turn Nightingale casts her buffs must be the turn she dies. And then the new buffer comes in and gets Qin Gonged. And so you basically get 1 more buffer. I kind of want to do that just because why not? And you really can get a lot of damage that way. The other unit then has to be a unit that... Well, I guess it'd be okay if they were a unit that NP'd. I prefer them not... I don't want them to rely on defense down because we don't want any more magic resist shenanigans to deal with here. So I think what we do is we have Merlin show up with Ox King and then get Qin Gonged. And then what's the other buffer? Okay, we've got... If you wanted to... You could do Waver because you could do his 30% attack up and then his NP, which gives a big defense down. That's probably more damage. I think it's 70% damage because of his NP rank. Let me look. So he probably adds the most damage out of anybody. It's just magic resist. Although he does have the passive to boost... Maybe I switch it around then. Because let's see, his passive increases his chance for debuffs to work by 8%. So it's not that likely that his defense down would fail, and I guess I could save Scum. Boy, Quetz is about to do a lot of damage. I'm just saying. I might do that. I kind of want to cut Mato-Hari then. Well, no, it's not too bad. We basically just save Scum until Waver works. I'm not crazy, right? I think this works. And you don't even need MLB K-Scope because Waver does the 20% thing. I guess you just give Qin Gong this, so you don't have to care. Okay, let me make sure I'm not nuts. So Nightingale would buff that lasts 3 turns and then die the turn that she buffs. Merlin shows up, buffs. Gets Qin... No, wait, no, this doesn't work. We need to do it like that, I think. Right? So, Nightingale buffs, dies, Waver shows up, attack buffs, NPs, Qin Gong NPs, Waver dies, Merlin shows up, Ox King, blah 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 blah, Switch Mystic Code, Matahari, Command Spell, She NPs, Quetz NPs, damage intensifies. That's pretty good. So if I was using my own DPS, I guess you would just use a second Merlin, which would make this a lot less shaky. But okay, this should be, unless I'm forgetting something, this should be pretty good. Let's switch out though and get Rex's better CE here. All right, we switched to Vlad. That's right. Does Vlad even have magic resist? He does not. So we don't. We literally have no. Okay, no, we don't even need to use the command spell then. Yeah, for some reason I forgot that we switched to Vlad. Okay, now we got team cost problems. It's not that big of a deal though, because Waver will give Qin Gong battery to yeet him with. It's like, please just yeet me and get it over with. And he gives himself battery too, so yeah, there's no problem here. Okay, so we have 10%, 50%, 80, and then her 30. Oh yeah, no matter what, we can NP at any time. Literally any time. We have excess NP gain as well in case Vlad NP drains us. Oh god, though. Imagine Vlad trying to do almost 18,000 damage to Nightingale here. Hopefully he just busters a lot and doesn't cast skills. Okay, so we need to switch Mystic Code. Boy, this is a team right here. We should be fighting Vlad because she has the attribute thing. So I thought I switched it. So that is the plan. You're about to drop a sun on somebody. Hey, look, we guarded it. That's nice. Okay. Oh, Qin Gong can taunt Nightingale. So we actually have 4 turns of taunt. That makes me feel so much better. We just have to, you know, land the buffs on the very turn that we die. Otherwise, this whole setup doesn't work. So we just want to do as little damage as possible, I guess. We don't need any NP gain on Quetz. Because we can 0 to 100. Oh, I think we're in slow-mo right now. And then Qin Gong's art always makes the game freak out. Not a good start. Not a good start. I think he just double-quicked. Did not get a lot done there. Don't worry though, Qin Gong's got the NP gain here. Watch him buster crit and kill us. Qin Gong makes this so much better because of his taunt. Oh right, we should probably any chance, Rex, you can put a defense removal command code on Quetz, and I might need to do that for like on my Qin Gong as well, because that's a pretty obnoxious aspect here if he has that going. Because there's so many defense removal command codes now, we should have a pretty reliable way of getting rid of that. Okay, there is a chance she could die this turn, but there's also a chance that she won't die this turn, which is pretty annoying. I guess we save Scum if she doesn't die here. He basically has to attack twice or it won't work. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do this again though, and we're gonna have to remove defense buff for like the command codes. There's seriously, there was like 3 or 4 command codes that remove defense buffs, so. Okay, good, she died right away. Sadly though, I don't think we're gonna, the defense buff is still gonna be there for the last turn. Yeah, it will be. We'll still do it real quick just to see the damage, but we could do a lot more if that's not present. I like how we're giving Qin Gong the overcharge for his big damage boost, and we're applying a defense down. It's a Qinggong setup. I'll give Qinggong like every defense removal command code I can think of, and that should get the job done. Alright, here we go. Look at all these buffs, man. This is great. This is great. Alright, let's see what happens. How big isn't his morph 30%? Let me look. How much is he wrecking us here? Depends if he's got the upgrade or not. If he doesn't have the upgrade, he's probably rank 8 to 10, so it's 21 to 24%. But we'll still do really good damage, but yeah, we could do more. In slow-mo. Alright, boys. Let's see what we get. Oh, are we hitting the defense down cap? I don't think we are. I think we're hitting about 100% though. So we're not. I don't think we're losing damage there. I think we're fine. She's 60 and the waiver is like 30 to 40 depending on his MP rank. So it should be no problem. Woo! I think if we high roll and he doesn't have that defense buff, we might be able to hit for 2 million. And normally to get that kind of damage, you need to like, you know, go around the wheel, right? And like double buff someone, like you buff them and switch them out and then bring them back and then buff them again. Things like that. Or you need an event bonus or some shit. That is a lot of damage. A lot of buffs there on one turn. Okay, let's do that one more time here. I'm trying to think if I used my own DPS, what's the best damage dealer I have for Buster? I don't have a... Art is my weakest. I don't really have any good art DPS for buff stacking, nothing too crazy. Quick is my best by far. Like lol Ku. I can make Ku do like just so much fucking damage when I do stuff like this. What is my best Buster though? Let me look. I'll have to do the command codes in a second, but let me, what the heck would be my best Buster DPS? So for AoE, I have plenty, right? I got Mordred and Arthur and all that. But for single target, I guess Sigurd, honestly, because Mori, yeah, he's 100 and all that, but his NP's not upgraded and all that. He doesn't have that much self-damage up, so he's fine, but he's nothing exceptional. Like, certainly not as good as Quetz there. It might be Sigurd, just because he has an upgraded NP, especially if they are a dragon. Oh yeah, and Kidu. Yeah, that's probably the one. He may not be Grailed or 2k Fo'd, but no, not Gramps. Gramps' NP damage is laughable. It's better since he got his buff, but it's still pretty bad. Now, Gramps is literally one of my absolute worst. Like, Gramps has terrible NP damage, and then he's also an assassin, so he's a lower damage mod, and he's NP 1. So I have like ungrailed 3 stars that do significantly more than him. I mean, Sanson will do more than him, for God's sakes. Because Sanson is level 100 and 2k Fo'd and has an upgraded NP and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's probably in Kidu. I probably need to change the setup though, because then you'd go over the defense down cap with Enkidu. I guess I could switch out Waver though for Merlin, and then that would get rid of that. So that'd be fine. Let me make sure there's no one else. If Jolter got an update, like an upgraded NP, she'd be looking really good. Although she's not, her skills aren't maxed for me, because I don't ever use Jolter unless I'm buffing dragons. And her dragon support is rank 10 though, so you know we got that down. Yeah, there's not much else I can think of. Anything else would be lower level, and that's not gonna do as well. I tell you though, Bedivere, even at level 70, Bedivere will hit like a fucking truck. Like, you could get some pretty big damage out of him there, if we did this kind of setup for him. Definitely more than Gramps, no question. Yeah, it's Enkidu. That's really the only one that I think that would be really impressive that I have. Okay, let's go do those command codes and try to fix this up. Do even more damage. I do kind of want to do that setup we did yesterday for Kojiro for Ku. Because I can make it better because I have Ku and I had to summon Kojiro. I am just curious. Especially if I get lucky and if I just won't cast protection from arrows and just hope Ku gets kind of low on health so he gets his own attack up. To like supercharge him. Kind of curious how he'll do there. Alright, let's get those command codes. I'll tell you what, I'll set up Ku's command codes for that too, real quick. So he'll just want like the NP boosting command codes. Unlikely to kick in, but I mean you might as well, so. In case you happen to get those cards on the turn. And then we'll do the ruler bunny one. In case you don't get either of those, you just hope that one happens to give you a quick up on the right turn, so... Unlikely, but it's a backup plan. Alright, now we're going to do every defense removal command code I can think of. Let me make sure they're not equipped to anyone, because they're used decently often. There's the Aya one, I think the fan one, and the weird squiggly one. And I want to say there's one other one too, actually. I don't see them equipped to anyone, so hopefully they're all free. Alright, let's find Gong. Fuck, he doesn't have all of his command. I think I respect him at some point because I needed the cards for somebody else. We'll just do the ones that we know then. Pretty sure this one does it. I know Aya does it. Which might be equipped to somebody. Nope. And then the other, I always get these other ones confused. I want to say the pink flower is the attack up one. This might remove it. This might remove attack up and defense down. Or is that the fan? But then I know there's the, I think this one. I think this one removes defense down. And I think this one is attack up. But I want to say this one does something related to that. I'm pretty sure this one works though, so I'll do that one. There's a lot of ways to get rid of defense down then. I may be wrong about this one though. Let me check real quick. I have a bad feeling this doesn't do what I think it does. Let's see. This one removes damage up. Okay, so that removes like flat damage up and things like that, I think. So this is not what we want. So I think it's this one then. Okay. All right. Theoretically, we'll if he happens to cast the defense up, we should be able to get rid of it. Unless the deck shuffling is just the worst ever. Oh my god, Luvia's got the upgraded NP now. Yeah, I wonder who, between me and chat and, you know, everyone, I wonder who's got the DPS that we could summon to get the most damage out of this setup. Because, you know, 2K foes come into play, and your CE level, right, all that nonsense. I want to do Ku next, though. I really do want to see like what's the best I can do for Ku on this stage. Why am I still in slow-mo? Probably kill that. Yeah, for Luvia, Lost has the strongest Luvia you could have to see how much damage it does. Oh my god, Vlad is evil. Oh my god, you're right. Oh my god, we'll definitely do Luvia. I'm gonna do Ku next, but then I think we do Luvia after that. I'll keep this preset so I don't have to do a million things. Okay, he's got the Morph. He has not done too much damage to Nightingale yet. Somehow we have none of the cards to get rid of it. Fantastic. Okay. Thank God. I barely can get rid of it in time though, because the deck's about to get shuffled, and somehow I only got the one there. Bad shuffle, I suppose. Must have been in the early hands. The Luvia is going to be disgusting. He cast it again. I can stun him and stuff, so he can't keep casting it, but I'm gonna have to get one of the cards again. Okay, I have one. I only have time. Can only cast one card this turn, but thankfully that's all I need. So Vlad trying his best to screw everything up, but I think we're good here. The music knows. Gotta get that Shin Gong damage in, you know. So I guess what I need is I need somebody to put up Scatty with her Bond CE. Although if you don't have it, it's not that big of a deal because I have Scatty with Bond CE, and I think we'll only have one Scatty on the field out at the end. So we're probably not going to get both of her Bond CEs. But just to, you know, giving me more options if the support one has the Bond CE, that helps in case I want to give my Scatty something else for whatever reason. Oh yeah, Lost has it, right? Lost always got the goods, man. I feel like I forgot to do something, but hopefully not. Alright, here we go. Unnecessary, but I'll use it. Alright, boys. Hopefully we high roll. Because if we high rolled last time and then we low roll on this one, we're not going to see that much of a difference. Where if we low rolled on the last one and then we high roll on this one, we're going to see a huge difference. I think I am going to save scum a little bit just to see high low roll. Like, I don't want to do all that work again. Yeah, see, look, that's almost... That's a little bit higher, but not by much. So that makes me think that was not a high roll right there. That was only a little bit more damage. That makes me think though, maybe we just mid-rolled there and the other one was a high roll. Hey, that could be it. We'll see. I want to see if we can at least get to like 1.8 or something. That'd make me happy. It's gonna be hard for Quick to compete though because of Qin Gong. Qin Gong gives you one extra buffer. Quick, if you get lucky though, does get that CE that gives you 30%, but that doesn't quite keep up with the nonsense that is Qin Gong, and they have Ox King. So it's definitely in Buster's favor here. I think Luvia is gonna... it might be the most we see today if I can set it up properly. Okay, I gotta cast something. We did even less! Okay, fuck it. Whatever. I mean, we're clearly low rolling. I'm guessing she would do 1.7 to like 1.75 or something like that. If things went well. God, that's annoying. That is a lot of damage though, seriously. Like, again, no event bonus, no niche, none of that nonsense. That's just straight damage. Okay, let's keep that preset. Then I'll make a preset for quick. I guess we'll go with Lost just to... Oh, hey, Onyx got it too, but we'll go with Lost here. Let's see if I got a team... Oh, yeah, just... B! What a great team name, okay. Let me think. So, Shirley Black Grail. Obviously. I think we want to do Alex. I think we want to do what we do. This is going to be so RNG. If you really want to min-max quick, you got that bullshit RNG with Alex. Because you need him to die and not use Poster Girl, so you get the on death thing. Wait, why? Alex is 70. What am I doing? So I could level up Alex's third skill. I've got the mats. I just I don't wanna. Oh, I tell you what though, if the upcoming event has hero proofs in it, I'll do it, and I'll boost his support there that way. I want to say the CE I'm looking for is level 15. Which I noticed there's an insane amount of CEs that are level 15. Fuck. Let me set it to 5 stars only. That'll help. It might be like 16 or 14 or something. Oh, there it is. It was 15. Okay, so we need him to die first, which he is statistically likely to die first. However, we're not going to use PFA on Ku because we want Ku to be lower on health because he'll do more damage that way. And then we need Scatty to not die. So it is totally possible that he'll just kill somebody. But we'll save Scum a few times along the way to try to make sure Alex dies. Okay, so then what do we do? What are our options here? So I think we only get 2 other buffers, which kind of sucks, but not Matahari, because I think we'll hit the defense down cap. What is, isn't Scatty's 20 or 30? Let me look. I think it's 20. No, it is 30, Jesus. So that's 60 between the two, so yeah, we would go over the defense down cap, so definitely no Matahari. Probably Atalante Berserker is probably what we do. Not really a CE I can give her that's going to matter. You could also start with Atalante Berserker, I don't think it makes a difference. Now, I could do Scath. She's the exact same amount of quick up, but she gives battery, but we don't need it. The thing is, Atalante Alter has the CE, which actually makes her better than Scath. Although, what the hell is Scath's Bond CE? I don't even remember. I remember the lore on it, but I don't remember the effect. It is... Increase quick performance by... It's exactly the same as Atalante Alter, so they can fill the same role. Well, I guess Atalante's quick up is AoE, so it's still kind of better, but in this scenario it would make no difference. Lower team cost, though. Is there no way I can get another buffer? Let's see. So Scatty comes in, switch. Is that it? The other thing you can do is you can do the same thing where you try to get Alexander to die on the last turn, and then you bring someone else in, and then you get them killed immediately. Like, we could theoretically get another buffer in that way, but then you couldn't really use the CE. So I would only be able to bring a buffer that does a little bit more buffing than the CE does. That wouldn't help that much. Oh, we might want to, let's see, we gotta think of an attribute, because we can also use an archer. It doesn't have to be a berserker. So Ku should be Sky. Right, and then Vlad was Earth. So he gets his bonus here, so that's fine. So Vlad's fine. Good enough. Fuck, that's kind of lame that we can't get another buffer in here. I mean, we can, but it's just way too much RNG, so I'm not gonna bother. There's enough RNG with this stupid CE, to be honest. I don't know. This isn't gonna do that good. I mean, it'll do fine, but it's not gonna be that good. Well, fuck it. We'll do it anyway. See what happens. Yeah, I think Luvia is gonna be our highest damage today. I think Luvia is gonna throw down here. Yeah, I could command spell do that, but Qingong doesn't actually buff Ku is the problem, you see. I should have put defense removal stuff on people. Alex can remove it with his charm, but then he can't die that turn. And yeah, I could have given it to Scatty. I'll probably have to reset for that, because he seems to cast it a decent amount. No point in using Scatty's battery in case we get drained by Vlad, so save it for the turn. Hey look, he cast defense up, and then he didn't even attack Alex. Not gonna save scum on the early turns because it's not worth the effort, and I kind of need to reset anyway because I messed up the command codes. I do want him to hit Ku, but he still needs to kill Kiddo first. I could try to stall with like the stun and the charm, and then just get to the NP turn, and then save scum until he NP's Kiddo. That might be the play, and if we have Morph at a bad time, we can remove it that way. Hey look, I'm just gonna do this just because I want to get a little bit ahead of Alex here. Alex has only been attacked once ever. I can stall him into his MP now if I want to. Oh my god. Shouldn't have healed on Ku then though, so not gonna get hit again. Alright, he drains. Well, we can stun. The dream is he NPs Alexander and then he just hits Ku in the face. That would be the dream here. I can stall one more turn with stun if I want. Black Grail will tick again, so I guess I do that. Okay, well we have to save scum now until he hits Alex. And then he has to not kill Scatty. That'd be the nightmare. He NPs Alexander and then he like buster crits Scatty. And that's that. I could buff with Scatty actually right now, so because her buffs would linger if that happens. I guess I do that. Well, no, I should save her buffs for the saves coming. Let's not throw now. I'm actually gonna slow-mo just because you have more time to save scum that way. Kind of painful though. Hey TG, what's up? Thank you for the 7 months, man. Appreciate the support. I don't do art setups much because I just don't have any art DPS really myself. But if chat does, I can make a team for them, like for someone else's. I need to get my caster guild to 10-10-10. All right, 1 and 3. How many times can we lose a 1 and 3, chat? Well, that's 1. I don't really need to put it in slow-mo because I'll know if something goes wrong so early in the turn when I think about it. Yep, that's 1. I mean, that whole time that he was building up, he only hit Alex once. Like, on all that time. Who gets more attack up depending on how low its health is. It's 20% no matter what, so at full health it's 20. And then at minimum it's 50. Which one do I use? I guess the battery? Let's not be breaking that health bar before the fight now. God damn it. That's 2! Not liking Scatty so much. Fuck, I just told it to clear the... Oh, this takes forever. God damn it, why did I do that? Fuck. Anyway, well, it doesn't take that long, I don't think. But anyway, I really shouldn't reset that fast. There is a world where... No, I hadn't used Scatty's buffs. I was gonna say there was a world though where he NP Scatty and then he Buster crits Alexander or something, but that's so unlikely. And again, we didn't use Scatty's buffs, so... Waivers Bond CE is better than what? What are you talking about? You want to talk about a good Bond CE? Check out Chin Gong's. That actually works well for him. I guess we just cast the Guts now because it updates. Either that or we do the quick. I guess we just do the quick up. Guts is kind of nice though in case Ku gets Buster crit, because then he won't die. You can only kill Alexander in one hit if it was a Buster crit. Maybe an arc crit, but probably not. He does about 4.5k with Buster cards. God damn it, Vlad. That is another reason though to cast Guts, is if that happens and somehow he kills Alexander, you'll be lower on health. So we've lost 3 times in a row now. We're not in statistic hell just yet, but we're getting there. The one time I don't mind seeing Bond CEs on the support list is if it's on a support like Chin Gong or Mozart. That makes total sense. You know, Waver, Merlin, no problem. And on Hercules. That's about it though. I can't really think of any other ones that you'd really want to see. And sometimes George. A lot of times George though, if it's like a Grail George, you'd rather have him have a defense up CE. Because a Grail George doesn't die in 3 turns. So it's certainly not worth it, so. Nah, normal CEs are better than Yang's. Brides can be okay. It depends on how you're using her. We're running out of save scum. Just hit Alex once. Come on, brother. You have killed Scatty 3 times. You've killed Scatty 3 times. You've killed Ku once. He doesn't believe in killing children apparently. Although he's not really. I guess he's a teenager, Alex. Or like 13 or 14 or something. I don't fuck anime, man. Quickest dead confirmed. I really didn't think it'd be this hard to get him to just NP Alex one time. Like, shouldn't be that big of a deal. By the way, this is one of the many reasons I find it so stupid people think I save scum in my videos. I think it's just people not understanding how it works. You cannot just save scum. The exact same results will happen. You have to do something on the turn for save scumming to matter. But if you're doing like a budget team, you can't do that. Yeah, let me just waste Mozart's art up when I'm not NPing, right? Like you don't have a choice most of. There are very, very few skills and like a challenge quest budget setup that you are free to just like use on what you normally have no fat on your skills. Now, if you're doing like a 3-turn setup as a whale, right, and you're going to 3-turn the boss with like a double Castoria team, then yes, you have a bunch of skills you can burn that won't do anything, because if they're not directly related to the looping and the damage, you don't care. But that's not how budget team works at all, and like there's almost no room to save scum on a budget team, right? Like yeah, occasionally you might have a skill where it's about as good to cast it here or cast it there, but there's really nowhere to do it for it to really do anything for you. It's fucking stupid. And yes, this boss is just totally targets at random. It's just, you know, 1 in 3. The thing is, 1 in 3 is, you know, not so... it's easy for the variants to be like this, right? It's kind of like if you roll a 4-star rate up, you know, it's 50-50. You can easily lose a 50-50 3 or 4 times in a row, right? That happens. And sure, you can win it 3 or 4 times in a row too, but because if we kept doing this for a long time, at some point he would NP Alexander like 3 times in a row, right? That would happen eventually. So yeah, we were out of save scum. That's our last one. We could PFA, but we'd prefer to get a hit, so our health is lower. So I guess in an emergency, I could do it one more time. Sometimes there's command codes that you can like optionally do that will, I think, will save scum. I think. I'm not sure. So if I'd given Scatty some other command codes, we might have had more attempts here. But for God's sake, just kill Alex, dude. There you go. Now imagine if I had forgotten to cast Alex skills that entire time. Thankfully, I didn't. That took way longer than it should have, dude. Hey, he hit Ku. Awesome. We don't get our full attack up, but we get a pretty decent one. Completely pointless battery. If I was being meta, you would save that. You know, for like after you break, you'd use it for like another MP coming up, and you'd switch out the other Scatty. But you know, we're just here for lol big numbers. Man, Ku has 3 command codes that can boost his NP damage. We didn't get any of them. That sucketh. Dude, if he procced insta-death, I would be so mad. I would be so fucking mad. So, depending on low-high roll, that can definitely get to 2 million. Like, definitely. I'm gonna do this again, though, but I'll do it in a minute. I wanted to use Luvia, and then we'll come back. I want to do it again and see if we can get one of the command codes that'll boost our damage. And then we'll save scum. Well, actually, we used up all of our save scum, so we couldn't save scum up therapy even if we wanted to. But we'll save scum the low-high roll in a minute and see if we can get more than that. Not bad for a 3-star though. Him and Ushi, man, can really throw out some DPS. Okay, let's do Luvia. Let me give. Oh wait, no, Qingong is what we'll use for Luvia, so we'll keep the defense clears. Oh yeah, I always forget, chat. You've got quick damage, you know, buff stacking setups. You've got Buster damage stacking setups. You've got Art Buster stacking setups, and then you also have Roman buff stacking setups. I'm not even kidding. It's not a meme. That's a legitimate form of buff stacking because of Boudica and Romulus. It's an insane amount of damage up from Boudica when you do that. Now it's technically Art, because Boudica gives 20% more to Art units. So if you want to get the best out of it, it needs to be Art. But yeah, actually, Boudica is one of the highest damage amping units you can have. It's kind of nuts. Because thankfully, Romulus doesn't really hold you back, because he still buffs your unit some. He's not the best buffer ever, but he still buffs him like 20-some-odd%. And you can just switch him out like you switch out any other support. And then Boudica gives you 60% anti-Roman for 3 turns, and then she gives you 20% art, so that's 80%. But then you can just give her K-Scope or build her up her MP, however, and you get another 20% from her attack up. So she gives you 100% damage up. There's almost no other unit that can do that in a single turn, right? Other units would need to, like, you know, an extra turn or so to do something like that. And she can actually get more than that if she's overcharging. Like, if you're doing double Boudica, and one of them's overcharging the other, she'll give 105%, and potentially more depending on CEs. Like if you have time to build up your MP, like while you're waiting to get your DPS unit ready or whatever, you can give her the overcharge CE, and she can actually give you like 100, and one will give you 110%, and the other one will give you 115%. It's pretty wild. And then, sadly, her Bond CE does not have a damage up, so you couldn't use that for, like, more. But yeah, Boudica being capable of giving you 100 to 100 and, like, you know, 25 damage up in one turn is just crazy. You technically lose out a little bit, because you have to bring Romulus as one of your buffers, who's not quite as good as some of the other buffers, but generally, it actually evens out in Boudica's favor, because she just gives you so much more than you normally get. And then Romulus still gives you some. Let me look, how much does he give? I forget. I think he's 20. He's 20 attack, yeah, and he gives himself Buster Up and all that stuff. But yeah, for the team, he gives them 20 attack. Unless somehow you can work in his NP, then he'll give you 30 attack, but that's hard to pull off. But so between Boudica and Romulus, you know, Boudica will give you 100 easily, always 100, and potentially 110. And then Romulus gives you 20, so you're looking at like 130, right? So that's pretty good. And in some circumstances, it's the best, especially because it works for double Boudica, right? A lot of times you do that setup, you have 2 Boudicas out. But then 2 of them are giving you 100%. It's wild. It takes a lot of work though. A lot of setup goes into that, but it does get some ludicrous numbers. If we do a setup for that, we'll do it for Art Team though, because you want that extra 20%. And yeah, I guess it is easier. You don't need Romulus if you are fighting a Roman, because then you can use any other buffer. Then you can use, you know, Castoria or Tam, for God's sakes. And because she'll just automatically do that massive damage up. And then, yeah, then she really, there is no buffer on par with that then, because then she doesn't, it's just pound for pound. There's literally no one gives you that much damage up otherwise. You know, they're normally, you know, 50 to like 70, sometimes 80% at best. And she's over here at 100 to 125. That's completely nuts. So yeah, if you're fighting Caligula or just whatever Roman, it's pretty crazy. All right, let's get that. Good God! Look, he's got the CEs. He's got the CEs ready to go. We don't have the ruler Artoria one, but these are good enough. We got it. Oh, we got a defense removal one. Nice. That makes our odds really good there. Okay, see, this should be A for Art and then B for Buster, but nope. I don't think I need to change anything. The only downside here is Luvia does not have a battery, but we should be fine. Like, we have a lot of battery on our own. We've got, what, 50, 60, we have 80. We have 80 battery on our own, so we just need to get 20 when we're setting up. Wait, we might need a different enemy, though. We might need MHX or something, because, well, we want Evil, but we want Attribute to work if we can. Let me see here. So Vlad is Earth. I'm assuming she's Sky. Let me make sure about that. She is Sky. So she is, again, countering Vlad. Just coincidentally, everyone we're using here is, Oh, you're right. Wait, does she? I don't... She does have battery? What, am I forgetting something? I know she has NP gain up. Oh, she does, right, she does. It's because I don't use her third skill very often, because, you don't want to drain the stars. But yeah, she does have a battery on that. And normally, that's right, this is why I forgot about it. Whenever you normally use Luvia, and you all have seen this, you've seen me use her so many times on stream, you never need it. You NP, and then you get so much NP back, there's no need to be like, oh, I gotta get another 20%. It doesn't matter. You either get it, or you get it next turn with or without it, right? So, rarely does the battery ever matter. But yeah, okay, she'll get her NP then no matter what. Because, you know, she needed the help. I like how every time we've done this, we have never gotten the unit command codes that boost their NP damage. Like, we've done it several times, and we just never pulled it. There's a chance he'll kill her this turn, but I'll save scum if he does. I almost want to do her defense up, just so she's, like, almost guaranteed to live, like, 2 turns here instead of potentially dying in 1, but we'll just see what happens. Got 2 ways to remove his defense up. Wait, that one doesn't remove defense up. Oh, no, that's right, that's that one. I turn order. Okay, she should surely die here. Oh, fuck, we have Art. Wait, isn't the odds of that landing terrible? Isn't the odds of this landing like unbelievably shit? Because she's yeah, she's got oh wait, does she not have magic resist? Does she only have Goddess Essence? Yeah, she only has Goddess Essence, so she's got a 22.5% chance of resisting it. That sucks. I debuff. Oh, you got the debuff removal command code. Okay, well we got it right here. Okay, GG. Lost thought of everything. I'm sure Lost thought of that. He might, because he must have been sitting there thinking, oh yeah, she's art. I'm gonna have to deal with that. Okay. We did our Buster up. I think we're all good. Shin Gong get his NP from waiver. He's gonna be glorious. Quetz could have done more than 1.6. I think we were low rolling, but she's probably in the 1.7-ish range, roughly. Because actually, she was basically 1.7 anyway on that second one. She was barely shy of 1.7, so. Oh, we're using the wrong team. You're right. I don't know why I didn't realize that. We're using the Buster setup. Well, we could make a Buster card hit really fucking hard. Funnily enough, though, we don't actually have that much unique Buster damage. We have, I mean, quite a bit, but we do have the attack up and the defense down. We gotta do the other team. Fuck, I have to make a whole different team. I have to make a whole different team for Luvia because we don't have an art team. Oh my god, I guess we do the... I think it's Roman time. Oh my god, this is gonna take a minute. Wait, no, we can't do... I mean, we can kind of do Roman, but we can't do double Boudica. I'd have to use my DPS. That's why we've literally never really shown off maximum Roma stuff, because... Wait, I can't really do art. Because I don't have Tam or Castoria, and I can only have one Boudica. Because I can't summon the other Boudica, because I'm using my support for Luvia. So, this is gonna suck. This is, let me, hold on. I'm not even sure we do Roman stuff then. Let me think. If it's only gonna hit one Boudica, is that worth it? Okay, hold on. Let me summon Luvia here. Let me like get a basic look at the team here and try to figure this out. Oh, I'm on mix. Wait, why is that... BB, now what the fuck? What happened? Lost, you're killing me here. Okay, let me just use that as a placeholder here. I'll go here. Oh, look, it's named C. Perfect. Okay. Fuck, what is the plan now? If we do Boudica... She's an all, not extra. Okay. Gotta find Boudica here. Okay. So we need someone that has a 3-turn buff to be the one that dies. It could just be Romulus. How much health does he have? 14k. It's not too bad. That might not be the play though, especially if we need time to build up our NPs. It depends on what we give Boudica. K-Scope is the general one. I might do this though because we're kind of needing to go beyond one's limits here because we don't have a lot of good art supports. We've got Mozart, thankfully. That helps. And we have his Bond CE as well. We could do K-Scope to get the defense down, but I think we'll do Bond CE, more reliable. I could command spell him and try to do both, try to make up for the fact that we don't have any of the big art supports. Although I guess Boudica is a big art support, but I need double Boudica for that to be really disgusting. Do we just poster girl him? Let me see. Poster girl Hohenheim, that's not that great though. Oh yeah, it's level 20. What would the other support be? What's our best for art? I guess Waver, because Waver with the NPs is quite a bit. Man, if we could do double Boudica, this would be way better. No offense to Mozart, but I mean Mozart's giving us 64%. I'll say if we CS him, he'll give us 84%. I will say that's a lot. He's a 1-star, and yeah, he'll be giving us 84% if I CS him. That is a lot, but Boudica is over 100%, so I mean, Boudica is just straight better. So Boudica would need to get her NP, although Waver will give NP charge, so she barely needs anything. This is not incredible, because it's only one Boudica, but it's good. We could technically do that Lost, but that's probably a little too much cheating. Alright, let's get Losts in here. See, if I use my DPS, I can do double Boudica, and that is just, you know, incredible, but I don't really have a good art DPS. Art is like my least DPS. I have so much quick, and a lot of AoE buster and a little single target buster, but I have like fuck all impressive art. Look at my Grailed units, right? My Grailed units and the 2k Fode ones, those are the ones that are really going to do damage. So we got Buster, Quick, Buster, Quick, Buster, Buster, and then at the top here, some of these are Grailed, some of them aren't, but I mean Buster, 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 Quick. Our first art unit is Vertra, who's not Grailed, she just is, and she's NP1 and she's AoE, right? And then you got Buster, Quick, Buster. I mean, there's just, I don't have art DPS. Do I even have a level 90 art DPS at single target? I don't. I don't have a single art DPS that's level 90. That's, you know, single target. I have one that's AoE, right? Which is Vertra, who's NP1. Right, so I got all these, like, Mordred's NP5, Ku's NP5, you know, all that good stuff. There ain't no NP5 art single target here. There ain't nothing. Like, I don't. What is our best art DPS then? It's probably Robin. That's probably the most art DPS I could probably do for somebody is probably Robin. That is just sad. Not that Robin is weak or anything, but and if he was Grailed, that'd be incredible, right? If I had a Grailed Robin, 2k foe. That would be doing great, but Jesus. Okay, so I think what we need to do is we need to do Waver first. So Waver does like will show up, do his thing, and then we switch him out. Let me think. I think it was better. Do I have enough time for that? Yeah, I do. As long as Romulus dies on that turn, it's fine. Lancelot is art, but he's level 80. He's not 2k Fode. He does not have an upgraded NP. I mean, that does not come even close to competing with this stuff. Like, Lancelot versus Ku is just sad. Ku is level 100. Yes, he's a 3-star, but he's okay. Let's look. He's got 11,000 attack, almost 12,000. He's basically got 11,800. So 11,800 attack, NP5, upgraded NP, quick does the most damage, has a damage up skill, right? Lancelot, now I will give this to Lancelot on my account. Luckily I have an NP5 Lancelot, so that's, you know, way above average for a 4-star. You know, most of my 4 and 5 stars they are absolutely not NP5. But he has less attack by a pretty sizable, almost 1,000. He almost has 1,000 less attack. Lancers also have a higher damage mod, and then Quick does more damage than Art on NPs. And it's not even upgraded. So, I mean, he is way fucking behind Ku. Like, not even close. He's way behind Billy, for God's sakes. Yeah, they're really, I do not have an art DPS that will do a whole lot of damage. I'd imagine if I did a double Boudica setup, the unit that I could probably do the most damage is probably Robin. Especially because if double Boudica both NP, that overcharges Robin, so he does even more damage. I don't know, Zaw. I don't know why they gave Luvia piercing vulnerability, but they did. Yeah, I can't think of anything else that would even keep up with that. Lancelot's up there just because his competition is a joke on this account. By the way, it's not like I have a problem. Oh, Shiki. Shiki would be up there, though. Shiki would blow Lancelot out of the water. Her attack stat's a bit lower, but she has an upgraded NP. And then she's got the big art up and everything. But neither of them are Grailed or 2k Fode or any of that stuff, so. Now, if I Grailed my Lancelot and I 2k Fode him, then he could throw out some pretty solid damage, but still would not keep up with Ku. Yeah, I really favor Quick and Buster. It's pretty obvious. Alright, is this the best we have for Luvia? I can't think of anything I can do to help her more than this. Unless there's someone that can do better than Waver. Let's see, so Romulus does his skill and then dies. Waver comes in. Waver NPs does this, that, and the other. Then we switch for Mozart. Then we command spell Mozart, Mozart NPs, Boudica NPs, Luvia NPs. We will still have Romulus's buff, we'll still have Waver's buffs. I think that's fine. Yeah, my not Virgil is only NP2, and I took way more SQ to do that than I had intended. And again, level 80, non-upgraded. I mean, if you're buff stacking, you want a unit that has an upgraded NP and has damage skills, right? That's like the holy grail there. And then you've also got, you know, giving them those big stats and everything. Like, there is no RDPS on my account that is keeping up with my quick. Like, no way. Even though I have more, I can buff art units more. I have more percent buffs for art units because of how bullshit double Boudica can be if you really min-max it. Oh, the quick does have that CE, which helps, and then Buster's got Ox King, which helps. Yeah, okay, I guess we go with this. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Do I need to change command codes? Yes, I need to change command codes. We'll give Boudica the defense removal stuff. At least Vlad is evil. While I'm here, I'm gonna take Romulus's command codes off just because I might, you know, at some point I might make a video and odds are it won't be a Romulus video, so I need to give them to somebody else, so just free stuff up while I'm here. Quetzalcoatl has a, you know, decent amount of, she's a 5-star, right? And then NP3 on a 5-star is, you know, really big stuff, and she's got a attack up and buster up. So it's kind of like being it's kind of like having an upgraded NP, but just having the attack up, right? That's kind of like the buster up kind of makes up for it. Actually, it's more like the other way around. The attack up kind of makes up for it. But if she gets an upgraded NP, then we're really going somewhere. I'm hoping I've got my command codes unlocked on Boudica. If I don't, fuck, I don't. I guess I give them to Romulus for the few turns that he's there. Hopefully it, oh god, they're on Shingon. I'm just not bothering. We're just gonna have to hope for the best here. It's so annoying, dude. The command code system. Yeah, I have to unequip them to Qingong, and then equip them to him, and then the turn would have to line up. And then I'm gonna have to put them back on Qingong, most likely. This fucking game, man. We've got one on Luvia here, so hopefully he just doesn't cast it. Or he casts it on a turn when we stall and stun that it wears off, so. This is, my laziness, though, is causing this to have more RNG in it than it needs to. I like how these said, how long ago, I remember these said that they knew the command code UI was bad and their intention was for people to be able to switch them easily based on the battle they were doing, and they were going to update it eventually. How long ago was that now, though? I feel like that was a while ago now, and they still haven't updated it. Which is not even hard to update. It's really not, like, god. Will Luvia beat Q? I think she will, even though her buffers are a little fucked up, just because she has the anti-evil bonus. Like, that's a big deal. But we'll see. I don't know, we'll see. I haven't, like, looked at the math here at all. Because Q did have a lot. Q had that CE, the on-death CE, and that's a thing. Yeah, mods can do it now, they just, not the one that made it, unfortunately. Alright, we can get rid of our debuff, that's good. Shouldn't kill this turn. Not doing well in NP gain right now. Bodoka needs a little bit more. Oh, we don't have Qingong anymore. We're pushing it more now and actually dying. Because yeah, if this happened, he has less health than Nightingale did, so this is unlucky. But if this had happened, with Nightingale, you could use Qingong. I'm gonna guess he's not gonna kill again. And if he does, I'll save Scum. I don't think we got enough NP gain. And then he killed. I'm actually gonna reset the stage entirely, just because the NP gain was so bad there. Because, Bodoka doesn't need to NP this turn, although it doesn't, if she did, I guess it wouldn't matter too much. But she needs to NP next turn. So let's see, what you have to have happen is on this, actually we got a good hand here, because we could Art Chain as a waiver. So, actually I should have saved Scummed. Kind of forgot about waiver being an Art NP for some reason. But still, that was still kind of shaky, so we'll just reset. Also, I think what could really make the difference between who does the most NP damage is one, the low high roll system, and if you get your command codes or not. Ku didn't get his command codes. I don't think Quetz had them. Kojiro didn't get them, right? Because that's a lot of damage. When you're buff stacking like this, and if you get those command codes, it's almost 20% damage up. That's a lot. So. It's not a good start, again. Can't remove the art down and got no card cards. Okay, can remove the art down now. We have plenty of art cards in the deck, it's just, the game hates us. There's Morph. Great. Alright, I'm gonna bet he kills here. I guess I do this for the stars? Oh wait, no, the stars are on the second one. His second skill does a lot. Like, it does a lot of things. Okay, good art chain, that's a big help. I need to do the- oh, fuck, I gotta get- oh wait, hold on, let me- nope, I gotta do it. It'll be there by one turn if I don't. God damn it. Vlad, you bastard! Wait, the music is looping. Although this song is good, so I'll let it play. Okay, God damn it. Vlad, why do you gotta run everything? And Bodoka cannot be part of the art chain. Are you kidding me? Okay, I can do this because this lasts 3 turns, so that helps. I think we're dead in the water here. Like, we would need a miracle to happen for Luvia, because if I don't art chain, I don't think Luvia gets it. Should have stunned Vlad so he can't cast Morph again. Damn it, we didn't get enough. I mean, I could CS to just, you know, mimic better RNG, but I'd have to use 2 CS. I'd rather not. Oh yeah, Luvia's battery. Why do I keep forgetting this? Ahem. Let's see. He did not. Oh wait, we don't have the stars. Oh, but we got Mozart. Oh, how about that Mozart? Okay, we did not get our command codes again. Why? Like, Kojiro didn't get either of his. Kojiro had 3 command. Kojiro had 3 command codes that could boost his NP damage. He didn't get them. Ku had 3. Luvia has, I think, she might have 3. I think they're thinking maybe just 2, but none of them are ever getting their command codes to do more damage. It's stupid. Well, I guess it lets us test, you know, I guess Luvia against Ku in a more fair way, I guess. This is, I think she's gonna win, just because, I mean, my god, with the evil bonus, this is gonna be nonsense. Okay, we're gonna have to save Scum if Mozart... I think it's only fair to give Mozart the CS, because it kind of mimics having, you know, like Tam or something, right? So I think that's fair. So we don't... Okay, we have 3 save Scums. So we should be able to land the defense down. We'll overcharge Boudica too. That pretty much makes up for it, I would say, because then Boudica's getting more attack up here. Alright, boys. Make sure I'm not forgetting nothing. So we did that. Yep, okay. Go get him, kid! I think this might be our biggest damage today, if it goes well. We'll see. I wish we just had double Boudica though. That'd be such a shot in the arm here. Quite a bit of extra damage. God, this MP animation is so bad. Like, I like how Boudica is just totally frozen in place there. It's like, what the fuck? Alright, what she got? Needed that MP buff, by the way. Good lord. What? What is that damage? What the fuck was that? That was so much more than I was thinking. Bruh, and that's what we don't have. We don't have a meta setup. We don't have like that. We could have had a second Boudica, which would have been way better. What was that? And we could have had like Tam with Tam's Bond CE, or Castoria with her Bond CE. What the fuck? Dude, that is so broken. Again, no event bonus. What the fuck? Holy shit, dude. I thought she was, you know, I was like, yeah, she's probably gonna do the most damage we see today. Yeah, she also just did more than the other 2 units put together, by the way. Dude, it's so stupid. It is so stupid. I wish we could do double Boudica. I wish we could do double Boudica, dude. Holy shit. Let me look. Let's see, so Mozart was giving us 84% damage up. Let me look, what would Castoria or Tam be? So we know if we replaced Mozart with another Boudica, which I could do if this was my Luvia. Let's see, that Boudica would not have overcharge. So she would be 100% damage. So she would be not quite 20% more damage. She'd like 16% more damage, I think, than Mozart, if I'm not forgetting something. So it's still better, so that'd be 16%. Let's look at like what Artoria Caster would do with her Bond CE. Let's see, she would be 70 from her skills, and then what is her Bond CE? Nope, Bond CE would not do shit. Hers is NP gang. Okay, so rip on that one. So Caster Artoria is behind Mozart, actually. I bet you Tam isn't, though. I bet you Tam is higher. So Tam gives 30% NP up, and then she gives 50% art up. So she's already at 80%. God, that's nuts, Tam, dude. And then, wow, so Tam would be at 95. Tam is the only thing that keeps up with Boudica. Boudica is still better, barely though. It's like Tam is good or something. Yeah, so Tam gives 95% up, if I'm not mistaken. So the best I could do would be, could I do double, theoretically, could I do double Boudica Tam? I think I could. Right? Yeah, because I could change, yeah, I could change Waver out for Boudica. which, let's see, that would be like 20 or 30% more damage. And then I would change Mozart out for Tam, which is like 15% more damage. So in total, that's quite a bit more. My God, could we get to 5 million if we like min-maxed all that and then low, high roll and everything? Because I mean, that might, God, that easily could have been a low roll. Who knows? Because those numbers were so large that the low, seriously, when you're in the 4 millions, your low, high roll ends up being multiple 100K, right? I can't believe that was so crazy, dude. That was so crazy. Does that get a video, chat? Do you think that gets a video? I think that gets a video. It's just a shame though because she could do more if I had better supports. But yeah, I think that gets a... That's just so sad that I can't do double Boudica though, because it's just straight more damage, and I don't have Tam. I've thought about rolling for Tam just for when we do stuff like this, but I'd have to get her Bond CE, because I already have Mozart's Bond CE. Like, it's a lot of work. How much did she do exactly? I just saw the 4 and a lot of numbers. It was like 4.2 or something. Yeah, that needs to be a video. I'll slap some memes on it. 4.3, Jesus. I wonder if you can get a high roll and get like 4.6 or something crazy like that. Dude, that just makes me so frustrated though that I don't have the ability to do the double Boudica and all that. That sucks. Tam is on rate up, it's true, but I only use it for this kind of thing, and it's just not worth it. And I have to level her skills, and I have to get her Bond 10 and all that. And again, I don't even have a good RTPS. I gotta say though, that was super impressive. Like, that was crazy. I don't think anybody predicted that in chat. I think the highest thing I saw, most people were saying 2 million, 2.5. I think one person said 3 million, but she went 4. And you might think, oh, 3's close to 4. That's true when you're talking about like 300K versus 400K maybe. It's not really true when you're talking about 3 million versus 4 million, right? That's a little bit of a difference. Like, most units don't, you know, it's hard to get a unit to even do 1 million damage, for God's sakes. Okay, so I'll record that later tonight. So if you could keep that those CEs and everything up lost, I'd appreciate it. I probably won't make the video until later, because I'll slap some editing on it to make it palatable. But holy crap, dude! Oh my God! I just imagine. I wonder what would be one of the best art DPSs you could boost. I will say, against a berserker that's evil, Luvia is up there because she's got attack up, art up, anti-evil, and ruler getting the counter class is pretty rare. But there probably is things that are higher. You know, if they had K-scope, 2K foe, blah 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 blah. Because you have 5 stars have higher stat lines, and then there's just other people out there with really wacky NPs and stuff. However, I'll say this though, evil is so common that really helps Luvia. And God, even if she wasn't counterclassing, she could do 2 million. That is a that is a scary thought. Yeah, Tam gang. I tell you, man, when you're buff stacking, Tam is one of the best ones. Yeah, sadly, no moon cancers available to me right now, but you got berserkers and whatnot. I'm pretty sure Ushi is quick though, isn't she? Or am I nuts? Is she hard? I forget. Let me look. She would do really well against berserkers just because she's an Avenger, and Avengers got that extra damage mod. You know, she's quick. Now that being said, you could do a quick team that has a lot of buffs too. I think though, if you min-max like a motherfucker, I think Art just wins right now because of Boudica, especially if you are fighting an enemy that is inherently Roman, because then you don't have to use Romulus, and you can just Romulus could have been Tam or Castoria or some bullshit like that. I don't think anything can keep up with Art right now because of that. Like, Boudica is a hell of a drug, man. When your units giving over 100% damage up is just nonsense. But there are some wacky overcharges out there. Oh yeah, you got Artemis. Artemis has the got the anti-mail. That's really big. Yeah, let's see. Artemis is Buster, right? Let me see here. Or is she Art? I don't remember. Surprise chat, I don't use Art. No, she's Art. Wow. Yeah, she's Art. she has an upgraded NP. And then how big is her anti-mail? Oh, then she has an attack. Oh my god, Jesus. So she has a 20% attack up and 100% damage up against males. So that's 120% off of her skills. And then she does have the upgraded NP. And then 5-star stat line. Yikes. That's a lot. Imagine if she was NP5, 2K forward, level 100, you know, all those things. Yeah, that's quite a bit. Yeah, Benny's not gonna keep up because Benny is quick, and quick can do well because, you know, Scatty adds 80% and potentially more with the Bond CE, but still not quite up there with not quite as much as Boudica, though close. But then yeah, you don't have the upgraded NP and all that stuff. Wait, no, Benny's art, right? Benny is art. I forgot about what. That's so weird that Benny is art. But yeah, Benny's art. But let's see. Benny though, she has a 20% attack up. That's it for her skills. So that's kind of bad. And then if they're chaotic evil, she gets 60% for each. No, actually, it's only 40 unless you're overcharging. Oh, we would have overcharged some there, so she'd get 50 for each. So she'd get 100%. But yeah, she doesn't have the upgraded NP, and she doesn't have as much damage up from her skills. So she's definitely behind there. If you see Esther, though, you could get more bonus damage. You could get up to 120% if you see Esther. Okay, I think that's enough buff stacking for now. Let's see. I think I might take a break because I kind of want to come back with Darkest Dungeon. We haven't played that in a little bit. I kind of want to do like, at least one more thing, though. We should do one more something. What else do we want to do here? Who else is worth testing? Let me look at my own units and if any of my units are worth testing, and if not, we'll look at what we got in our support and chat. Let's see. So for Quick, there's really no point in testing Billy because he's just inferior to Ku, because they're both upgraded Quick. They're both 3 stars, but Ku has a higher attack stat, and he's got the higher damage mod because he's a Lancer, and he has the attack up skill. So they're very similar, but but yeah, Ku is just better. Got Mori, but Mori's not that good of a. He's not an NP guy. He's a normal card guy. Proto Ku I'd have to do on the other account. You can get some decent damage out of him though when they're a beast. He needs an upgraded Sanson. Actually, Sanson can do okay just because I've upgraded him so much. You would need at least to be fighting evil though, which I guess we could do Sanson actually. Because Vlad is evil, so he'll get his anti-evil bonus. You know what's messed up about Boudica giving you 100% damage up is it all lasts for 3 turns. The art up is 3 turns, the anti-Roman is 3 turns, the attack up is 3 turns. It's kind of nuts. Yeah, let's do Sanson. That means we do this one, and we can work in another Merlin if we want to. What would change here? Okay, so if Scatty is Sanson, what do we not like here? What's giving the least? So Matahari is 60. What exactly is Waver giving? Because Waver is NP2. Waver's attack up is 30% off memory, or is it 20? It's 30. Oh wow, the wiki lists his old skills from before he got buffed back in the day when he didn't have an NP battery, and so his attack used to be 20%, and his defense up used to be 15%, and his damage cut was 500. Wow, they buffed the hell out of him. He's one of the only units they've ever buffed like that, where they buffed him without strengthening quest, or they just buffed him, just like a normal video game. And that's when they radically changed him. They added battery to every single one of his skills in a huge amount. And they made his second skill go from 15% to 30, and they made his attack go from 20 to 30. That's just crazy. that is such a massive buff. I don't think anyone else has ever seen such a performance boost. Anyway, so his NP, oh wow, his NP is giving 40% defense down. So he is giving, yeah, he's giving 70% damage up. So that means right now we're hitting the exact cap. Okay, so Matahari is 60. Waver is 70. Nightingale is 50. So Nightingale is actually the weakest link here. So we should. Do you have Ox King or Bond CE lost? Or I guess anyone with Merlin. Because yeah, I think Nightingale's going to get the axe. It'd be ideal if I could do my Merlin with Poster Girl, because he'll have less health, but I'd be missing out on Ox King there, because I couldn't really put it on anyone else. We actually might want Ox King on Merlin instead of his Bond CE, because he may not be on the field. Let me think. Hold on, let me summon someone's Merlin and then look at the team and we figure, because we might need Poster Girl, we might need, you know, all kinds of things. Buster has a lot more options for CEs than everyone else. I can almost guarantee you it's not going to be that. It's either going to be Poster Girl or Ox King, I think. One of the Merlins has to be the one that dies. So let's try to min-max this here. Get Sanson. Okay, so a Merlin is definitely the one dying. So a Merlin needs Poster Girl, I think. So I have Poster Girl. Lost or random, do you have Ox King? Because yeah, it needs to be Ox King, not the Bond. Because yeah, we're switching him out. I don't think we can change that with the way the NPs are lined up. Lost, any chance you have Ox King? Because I have it, but it's better if mine has Poster Girl because they have less health. Lost, are you among the living here? No, damn it. So anyone in chat got got Merlin, Ox King, or Poster Girl, either one, because Ox King's preferable, but if you have Poster Girl, I can just use, it's interchangeable with mine. Hey, Marcellus, thank you for the resub, dude. Oh, gifted sub, excuse me. Me on NA feels bad. We can do it without. It's just it's gonna be a noticeable less amount of damage. Like it's like missing half a buffer basically. Oh, somebody's got it. Thanks God, someone's got Explorer. Okay, let me get my friend code up here and all that. If you don't mind adding me. So let me think. Is Ox King or Poster Girl better? It'd be better if you have Ox King. If Ox King is preferable, but if you only have Poster Girl, go with that. But if you have Ox King, go with Ox King. Because, again, my Merlin has less health, so he's the better Ox King target. He's just more likely to die. I'm gonna remove somebody here to just have higher chances of, not too many people sending me an invite at once here. Probably a random. There we go. Okay, can you send me your friend code? That's generally the fastest way to get it done. I do have Ox King. Very nice. You have experienced the shit show that is Go West. Gotta break. Yeah, gotta super break that bar, dude. Luvia killed Vlad so many times over there. Like, holy crap. If you can send me your friend code, that way, because if you do, there we go. Because if you just add me, the thing has to like update. Pain in the butt. Is this you? You might have just not slotted yet. I just want to make sure this is you because I may have clicked something wrong. Let me just double. It's 278-179-0. Okay, I got it right. I just making sure. I've had that happen before where I typo something and I send an invite to the wrong person. He's in caster slot. All right. Now, theoretically, we could get lucky. Well, no, but even if we did get lucky, Ox King would wear off. Actually, it's not true. He could theoretically kill Merlin on turn 1. That would be higher damage. I do double Ox King, and you reset until Merlin dies on turn 1. You cast his buffs on turn 1, and everything else would line up like normal. You just get an extra Ox King, but that is so unlikely. It's more likely though because our Merlin is an esports Merlin and has less health, but it's not that likely. So I'll probably die on turn 2. I'm thinking. Okay, I think this is right. You have so much battery, which is nice. 40% from the Merlins, 50 from Waver, and 10 from Qingong. I can't believe people would think Galatea is useless because Vlad got buffed. It doesn't really... First off, for a normal player, Vlad's buff doesn't really matter very much, which I think we demonstrated very clearly. If you're not specifically doing like double Castoria or Castoria Tam and stuff like that, it's just not, you're not going to NP with the buff still up. It doesn't really matter, right? Sure, he does more damage now, and that's nice, but I'd say for a normie player, Galatea is definitely a better unit. Like if you don't have access to all the fancy supports, and if you do have access to all the fancy supports, Vlad's buff is great because you are repeat NPing. They're just ramping up and doing more and more NP damage, right? Which is great. Well, Sanson beat Quetz. I'm glad you went with Quetz and not Luvia. There's no way he was beating Luvia. Okay, we can move the art down if we want to, because Sanson's good like that, but... oh, fuck, I forgot to give Sanson the command codes. But I'm not sure he's going to beat Quetz. We'll see. He's got a niche, but he is a 2-star, so... But he's got an upgraded MP. He might pull it off. Unfortunate, though, that I forgot the command codes. Also, Sanson has one of the lowest attack stats that you can have. There are multiple 1-stars that have higher attack than Sanson, and that is not... That's very rare that a lower rarity ever has a higher attack, unless it's like someone that's just bulldozing, you know, attack. Do I think he'll do 5k? Probably, so I think now is the time to buff. Now, if Vlad was a human, I would be feeling a lot better. Oh fuck, Sanson is probably man. Because he actually existed. Yes, he is man. And man is countered by Earth. So, that only favors Quetz. Quetz was getting an extra chunk, where Sanson not only isn't getting neutral, but he's going negative. So that's actually a pretty big bap when you're buff stacking this much. So that makes me lose a good bit of faith in our boy Sanson here. We should just Quetz, I would say 1.7, but I think she could with high low roll get higher than that, like probably 1.75, 1.8 maybe. He didn't kill Merlin. Okay, because no one else has used the command codes, I would say it's fair for Sanson to not, but because of the attribute thing, which is pretty arbitrary, I'm gonna give them to him and hope he gets them, because at least one of them, because that would be completely fair, I would say. If they got 2 of them though, then it might actually favor him. Surely somebody's gonna get these command codes at some point. I mean, it's not even that unlikely. What about MHX? Yeah, she's probably not evil, that's the thing. I'll check though. I guess we got writers too. I know George certainly is not evil, and he's one of them. Let's see, what does MHX say? She is evil, and she is star, which man versus star is neutral, so it's slightly better. It's basically the same thing, but just a hair better. Now, can we just, like, forcibly make her a human, right? Because then Sanson's going to be doing pretty well. Definitely not as well as Luvia over there, but, he'd still get somewhere. Which one am I looking for? Oh, this one. I'll do the Lion King one. That is so unlikely to work out, but, I'll take a YOLO. Imagine being one of the most popular characters in the Fate franchise, getting a new 5-star variant for summer, which is another very popular time for the game, and then getting a command code for that variant, that is like the biggest fucking meme in the game. Like, for terms of command codes, this thing is so dumb. Like, it's a 5-star. Their 5-star command codes are supposed to be good, right? And like, it sounds great, but in practicality, it so isn't. Like, holy shit. I think they thought it would be good, but they deceived themselves. Okay, don't think we're forgetting anything. It's all set up nice and clean. We just need Merlin to die. Wait. No, we probably still should have done Vlad because she has magic resist. So, yeah, she's not gonna resist like everything. She doesn't have that much magic resist, but she's gonna resist something. Like, surely. I mean, we'll see. Maybe we get lucky and every defense down lands, but how long does that last? 3 turns. Oh, great. But yeah, there's a lot of things I'm not liking about MHX right now. We might need to stun. We only have 2-turn taunt then, but we kind of need to delay things. I like how Sanson can remove it, but Sanson is skill sealed, so he can't cast it. Yeah, there's way too much RNG in MHX. Oh, I'm gonna remember that because we'll almost never use her for this then because those two things combined are kind of an issue. Vlad's only issue is the defense up, but you know, you can just bring the command codes to deal with it. Wait, don't I need a buff on this turn? Oh god. So we need a miracle where she doesn't kill him this turn, but then kills him when the taunt is gone. Well, just hit Merlin and we're good. If she just attacks Merlin here, we're fine. Oh yeah, I can watch King Gong. I even said that earlier. It's just we weren't playing Buster anymore. Doesn't even matter. She knew what was up. She's on board. Okay, now we have to pray to RNGesus. We can save Scum, I guess. That can get so frustrating though. Like, cause Matahari just has so many debuffs, and then like if it's under, it's so hard to reset on skills. Well, I might reset if we like miss the defense down on waiver here, but if Matahari misses a skill one, we'll just have to deal with it. We'll probably switch back to Vlad, cause it's kind of a problem. Well, I knew Qinggong had taunt. I was even counting on that earlier, like the earlier setups. It's just we stopped using Busters, so wasn't even thinking about it. Ow. Okay, we got the one defense up. Am I doing this right? Yeah, I'm doing this right. I guess that Merlin could have his Bonsi, because I could switch out Qin there, because Qin can cast his skills in advance. Matahari doesn't need Qinggong's thingy-mabob. Okay, I want to cast the minimum amount of stuff here so we have more chances to save Scum. Unfortunately, I guess you can put it in slow-mo and you can kind of save Scum for the skills, but it's not worth it. So we'll save our anti-human damage for save Scum, but we have to cast the evil one. Let's see, we have to cast this. Come on, RNG. Nice. Okay, so the only one that could fail at this point is her NP, which that we could save scum, because that's not too bad. It's only one debuff, and we've got plenty of stuff to save scum with. Did I forget anything? We got Evil, Buster, Attack Up, Cheater Defense Downs. I think we have everything. Okay. We'll do slow-mo, so we have... Oh, we actually got a goddamn command code. This one is only 8%. But that's fine, because we got lucky with the debuffs, so we don't really need much of a boost there. So, and I could do the other one, which is could be 10%, but I'll just take the 8% and be happy with it. First person to get the goddamn command code. He should get past 600k. He's got his anti-evil. If he didn't have the anti-evil, then I'd be kind of worried, but got it. She just guarded the, I think the charm there. He's got a lot of buffs, so I think he'll do well over 600k. We're definitely gonna be in the millions. Or million, at least. Ooh, almost 2 million. With low high roll, it might be in his range there. That was a bit better than I thought, to be honest. I was thinking like 1.5 was kind of what I was thinking. But, not bad. It might be possible to 2 million there. So that, if he did get his anti-human bonus, he's still not even close to Luvia, but he would get pretty high up there if he did get the evil bonus. Not bad, not bad. I'll take that. That's respectable. Good guy Sanson. Best free-to-play assassin confirmed, sure. He wishes. Also, honestly, it's totally possible that Quetz actually did more than Sanson. Like, if she low rolled and he high rolled, then they're pretty much the same. So, and you know, he's got a niche. Black Grail is the most powerful unit in the game. It is pretty good. It is pretty good. Very helpful for these kinds of things. That's what's so nuts about Luvia, though. Holy shit. I lost points again. Feels bad. Okay, I think that's where we wrap up. I'm gonna go get some dinner and that kind of thing. And then I think I'll come back with Darkest Dungeon, so I'm totally in the mood for that. That was a good time. That was fun messing around. I will record that Luvia setup later tonight. So Lost, if you can get all that set up. What I might do, I might take the time. It depends on how busy I am tonight. But if I've got time, maybe I get lucky and I don't have to do this, but I might reset until we get Luvia's... Wait, does Luvia even have the ability to use it? Because someone's... I know Boudica's NPing there. I guess Boudica could NP early, though, because the buffs last 3 turns. But the overcharge is nice. She might not actually have room to use the command codes. I can't remember. Let me look at the setup real quick. I kind of forgot. Let's see. Right, we were CSing Mozart. So yeah, she can't use this stuff, unfortunately. Damn. That's where we need Tam. So Tam really would make this better, because not only is she more damage, but she doesn't need the NP. So then you could theoretically get the command code, which would add 15% more damage still. Like, man, you can get a lot more damage than we got. Like, you can get a lot more because you could do double Boudica instead of Waver, and then you could do Tam instead of Mozart. Then that would let you get the command code in. That is way more damage. Like, that's way more damage, because Boudica instead of Waver is 30% more damage. Tam instead of Mozart is like 15% more damage. But then getting the command code in is another 15%, so it's like 30. So that's 60% more damage. Like, that's so much better. Why would I use Ticket? Oh, to get Tam? Oh god, I just started. Fuck, we don't need to do this right now. Even if I got Tam, you have to get her 10-10-10 and Bond and all that. But never mind for doing this. I really should roll for Tam, just because in future, I've always said that even though I'm not crazy about Tam's character, her gameplay is really fun, so I wouldn't mind doing that. It's so unlikely though that he would get her. Is she solo rated up? If she's dual rated up, I'm not even trying. If she's solo rated up, we might just throw. You never know with tickets. Weird things can happen. If the archer is Tesla, I would just roll without my tickets. I would just like actually roll, right? It's not really peer pressure. I always use summon tickets for stupid shit. With a few exceptions. The one exception to that is when I'm like, oh man, I really need to be... I don't know. I might need to be stocking up. I've only got 1,400. That really is not a lot. It depends if Lost Belt 6 is awesome or not. If Lost Belt 6 is just loaded with things that I want, I should probably just be stockpiling my tickets. I kind of feel like I should hold on to it. I mean, yeah, in the long run, it would be cool to have like a meta, you know, art support set up, like so I could match our Buster and Quick. It really is only though, because it's like, if you're wanting to go for like multiple 5 stars or multiple 4 stars and stuff, you need every bit. I mean, it took me 700 SQ to get one copy of fucking Calamity Jane. Now that wasn't, yeah, that was abnormal. The reason I have so much more SQ than tickets is because I use my tickets frivolously. There are times though where I stock up on my tickets just like I stock up on SQ, and I've gotten my tickets like over 100 before. But a lot of times I just throw my tickets out willy-nilly and just see if we just, you know, randomly get stuff. I think I should save them though. I think if I had more SQ right now, if I had like 2,000, I would feel safe in just blowing them. But you know, not Virgil and Calamity Jane went so badly that my cushion is kind of gone. Like my comfort zone is gone. So I kind of need to just I think I need to just keep stockpiling. And it would take me a long time to get Tam set up like she needs to be. So it would be nice to YOLO, but. Yeah, I need to save. We need to, every bit I think is gonna matter. When we get down to the shenanigans with, because I gotta get the Yang CE too. God, I need to get the Yang CE. So yeah, I need to save. It just makes sense. 5 stars normally go too well for me. It's the 4 stars that have fucked me over. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up now. I'm out of here. I'll be back in like 10-20 minutes or however long it takes me to eat and stuff, and then we'll do Darkest Dungeon in the hope we don't die horribly. Thank you for hanging out. Blah 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 numbers. Luvia's OP. I will see you guys later.